Hello there, lovely. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us on Camnet TV's Breakfast Show, where we're urging you to rise and thrive with us this particular morning. It is Monday, the 18th of August in the year 2025. Thank you so much for choosing us this particular morning. I'm Tapelo Joe Smarter. Now, today we have a lot lined up for you. It is a fully packed day. Most of you may be aware that today, at exactly 10 hours, we'll cross over to South Africa, where the court case of the 6th Republican President, Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and his family will be in court today, together with other, represented by their lawyers, of course, in the case where there has been an impasse with government, the Lungu family and government. There has been an impasse on where he needs to be buried. Now, last week, the matter to seek the court to overturn the ruling that was given by the Pretoria High Court that ruled that the former president's remains be repatriated to Zambia for burial. We'll be giving you more details in that particular story as we begin to do our countdown at 10 hours. Now, we also have stories from the Chimbakambwili family. We have seen letters from the wife. Now, today, the latest is a letter from the daughter suggesting that he be released on medical grounds. As you know, former minister Chimbakambwili is in hospital right now as we speak. He was convicted and sentenced. And he's in hospital currently as we speak. Then we'll be getting into football. FARS announced that they have a new general secretary in the name of Machacha Shempande. We'll be getting into that. But for now, let's go into our zooming headlines as we look at various newspaper tabloids and hear what they have to say this particular morning. You on the other side, dear viewer, will be coming through on the number that is displayed on your TV screen. Please feel free to call us and let's have a conversation on the flip side. But for now, we go into our zooming headlines segment where we'll look at different newspapers and their headlines. Okay, we start with the Daily Nation. The Daily Nation reads with a banner headline, "What happened to pastoral letters?" Harry Kalaba is wondering why the ZCCB has in more than a year failed to issue a pastoral letter when the country has been going through numerous social, political, economic, and governance tribulations. Okay, sub-headline there, somber shadows. A nation records ECAO ahead of court today. And we have an image of the 6th Republican president there, late Edgar Chagwa Lungu, in your bottom left corner there. HH son Habwela completes ZNS military training. That's another sub-headline. So much debate on social media regarding that particular sub-headline there. However, State House did issue a statement acknowledging that yes, the president's second son, Habwela Hichilema, did undergo Zambia National Service military training, and he was commissioned as an officer on Friday during the pass-out parade. Hichilema should resist temptation of talking about Chipo in public, says Luvinda. Okay, let's go to another newspaper. Okay, we go to the broadsheet, the Zambia Daily Mail. Hichilema walks patriotism talk, sets examples as son graduates in first batch of voluntary ZNS military training. Indian couple of Olympia hacked and robbed. Okay, according to police statement, the perpetrator of that particular incident, the ringleader, has been was apprehended yesterday. He is in police custody, according to the police statement on that particular story. Let's go for another one. Okay, we go to the news diggers. The news diggers runs with a screaming headline: removing UPND won't be easy. Don't comfort yourselves that you can change government in 2026, says Honorable Nkando there. It's time for serious, selfless leadership. Dolika. Lubinda challenges Father Mukosa to explain how he misled Lungu family. Let's unite, deliver Zambia's harvest. That's how the news diggers looks like this particular morning. Let's go to the last one. Okay, we go to the must. Vote wisely this time. Youths must avoid voting blindly next year, says a non-governmental organization, NGO. Courts are serving UPND court in court. How did I mislead ECL family? Lubinda asks Father Mukosa. Another sub-headline there. Drug Enforcement Commission has lost relevance in graft fight, says CAAC. 2 Zambian firms clinch Malawi cement deal. Okay, that's how the mast looks like this particular morning. You, dear viewer, on the other hand, you can come through and give us a call, and let's get interactive on the headlines that we have displayed to you this particular morning. Now, so many headlines have come through. You can choose one of the newspapers there, and be sure to call us on the number scrolling on your TV screen so that you and I can have a conversation this morning. It is a Monday. We are starting off on a high note. Now, like I said, obviously we'll be able to show you the image of Mr. Chimbakambwili, former broadcasting minister. He is in hospital, and calls have come. The most recent one is from his daughter, and the other call was made by his wife, and the other call was made by Honorable Sebastian Koppel, and they at the memorial service of Dr. Levi Patrick Mwanawasa and Dr. Maureen Mwanawasa. During their memorial, Honorable Sebastian Koppel was given an opportunity to speak to the audience, and in that particular audience, guess who was present? Yes, you guessed right. President Hakainde Hichilema was in that particular audience, and Mr. Honorable Sebastian Koppel did plead with the president to exercise prerogative of mercy as enshrined in the Zambian constitution, him being the head of state and the chief of armed forces, if you like. Mr. Sebastian Koppel did make that plea to the president to have Mr. Chimbakambwili obviously be released. As you know, he is in hospital. He is convicted and he was sentenced, but for now he is in hospital because his health is failing him. So calls have continued to come through for the former minister to be released from his sentence, to be released from prison so that he can be able to recuperate well from the house, from his house or his residence. As opposed to being confined to a hospital bed or being so that he can seek specialized medical treatment. So those calls have continued coming in. For those that do not know, or that do not know the minister that we are talking about, the former minister that we are referring to or talking about, my director will be able to put that particular photo of Mr. Chimbakambwili. There he is. That's Mr. Chimbakambwili there, who is currently admitted to Mwaina Soko hospital, military hospital, receiving medical treatment. And like we said, that calls have continued to come in so that he can be able so that the president can exercise mercy, so that the president, through his powers, can be able to pardon Mr. Chimba Kambwili. So those calls have continued to come in, and from different sectors of society, like we said. And most recent is one that is making rounds on social media, coming from the daughter regarding the release of Mr. Chimba Kambwili because his health is failing him. So yes, that's about the case. That's the story there about Mr. Chimba Kambwili. Okay, so another one is human rights group urges President Hichilema to pardon ailing politician Chimba Kambwili. The Center for Protection of Human Rights and Advancement of Democracy has appealed to President Hichilema to exercise his prerogative of mercy on incarcerated politician Chimba Kambwili on the condition that he serves as an ambassador for ethnic unity across Zambia. In a statement released by its executive director, the executive director Christopher Manyepa, the organization said the call is rooted in the belief that the nation's peace and unity depend heavily on political leaders embracing ethnic diversity. Now, Mr. Kambwili is a well-known politician with chronic conditions of high blood pressure and diabetes, and reports indicate that his health continues to deteriorate, hence serving part of his sentence. He deserves pardoning and should be given the opportunity to contribute towards the protection of human rights, promotion of democratic governance as a changed person, Manyepa stated. Now, the organization argues that releasing the former minister would be a significant step toward political healing in the country. The organization further proposed that Mr. Kambwili be tasked with leading a nationwide campaign to foster ethnic harmony under the auspices of the organization. Mr. Manyepa says, as an organization premised on the protection of human rights and promotion of democracy, we humbly appeal to the head of state to exercise his leniency on the ailing politician and entrust him with the responsibility of uniting Zambia. Mr. Kambwili, a long-serving politician figure, has been behind bars following his conviction, but human rights advocates now hope his release could mark a new chapter in reconciliation efforts. So, like I said, calls have continued to come in, calling for the head of state to exercise his prerogative of mercy and pardon Mr. Chimba Kambwili, who is currently ill and admitted to Mainasoko Military Hospital. Okay, so that's the story about Mr. Chimba Kambwili. On the other side, we are receiving your calls. Please feel free, dear viewer, to come through and give us your contributions regarding this particular issue. The number is right there on your TV screen scrolling. Now let's go to football. Congratulations to Arsenal. Yesterday we saw you winning. Congratulations to you. Chelsea drew 0-0. Not a bad start to the season. At least it was a goalless draw, unlike for some that lost yesterday. Okay, trolling Manchester United fans there. Okay, let's go. Let's bring it back to Zambia. Now, over the weekend, we saw obviously Camnet TV was one of the TV stations that broke the news of the appointment of Mr. Machacha Shempande, who has been appointed as new Football Association of Zambia General Secretary under the leadership of Council Bebeto Keith Mwemba as FAZ President. There you have it there. That's Mr. Machacha Shempande there, together with the current FAZ President, Council Keith Mwemba there, taking a photo. That's Mr. Machacha Shempande there. You're able to see him. That's the new Secretary General at Football House, replacing Mr. Ruben Kamanga, who served under Mr. Andrew Kamanga, and Mr. Shepande takes over as FAZ General Secretary, taking over from Mr. Ruben Kamanga. Like I said, he served under Mr. Andrew Kamanga. Let me just read you the statement that came from FAZ after the story went viral. Like I said, Camnet TV was one of those TV stations that broke the news to the general public. Now, Shempande is new FAZ General Secretary, according to a statement from Football Association of Zambia, dated 16th August 2025. FAZ appoints Shempande as new General Secretary. Now, the Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, has appointed veteran administrator Machacha Shepande as the new General Secretary. Shepande takes over from Ruben Kamanga, who steps down on mutual terms after serving for 2 years. FAZ has also agreed to mutually separate with Deputy General Secretary John Musmuko. FAZ President Keith Mwemba congratulated Shepande on his new appointment and wished him well. The Executive Committee of the Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, convened and deliberated on a wide range of issues, among them the appointment of the new General Secretary. On behalf of my executive, I wish to announce that we have appointed Mr. Machacha Shepande as General Secretary, says Mwemba. Mr. Shepande needs no introduction in the game, having previously served as General Secretary at FAZ under Evaristo Kasunga era. He has served the game in a period spanning over 30 years and will no doubt take Secretariat to the next level, Mr. Mwemba said. Mr. Mwemba has thanked the outgoing General Secretary and his deputy for their service to the game during their tenure. I wish to thank Mr. Ruben Kamanga and Mr. John Musmuko for the time served and wish them the best of luck in their next chapter. I advise them to keep their doors open and remain open to serving the game in other capacities, he says. Shepande also served as head of sport at the African Union Commission in Addis Ababa for over 10 years. He holds a Bachelor of Arts in Education and a Master's in Sociology and Development Studies. He previously served as National Sports Council of Zambia General Secretary, and this statement was for and on behalf of Football Association of Zambia, Sydney Mungala, Communications Manager there. This statement came through acknowledging that Mr. Machacha Shepande is the new General Secretary at Football House, taking over from Mr. Andrew Kamanga. Okay, so there you have it. That's what we have for you in sports regarding the local scene and when it comes to football management. Now let's go to the biggest topic of the day. I know details will be coming to you when we do a build-up to the court session that will be taking place in South Africa this morning, mid-morning to be precise. However, this is the biggest story of the day and we can't just let it pass right here on Camnet TV Rise and Thrive Breakfast Show. You guessed right. I'm talking about the story that has to do with the repatriation of the late sixth Republican president remains to Zambia. Will the court allow the notice of application to appeal go through, or will they reject it? We are yet to see what happens, because at the end of the day, we have been told from government that there is no winner in this particular matter. They are only looking for an amicable solution to the current impasse between the Lungu family and the government of the Republic of Zambia. So we saw that on Friday, a new lawyer came through to represent the Lungu family, renowned human rights lawyer, and we're talking about Advocate Tembeka Ngu Kaitombi. Okay, that's the new lawyer there, Advocate Tembeka Ngu Kaitombi. That's the new lawyer for the Lungu family. Now, the Lungu family hired top South African lawyer. They dropped the previous lawyer. The family of the late former president Edgar Lungu has hired South Africa's top senior counsel Tembeka Ngu Kaitombi to strengthen their legal team in the repatriation case currently before the Pretoria High Court. Ngu Kaitombi's appointment follows the family's decision to drop their previous lawyer during their earlier proceedings. Now, their previous lawyer struggled to respond to judges' questions, which appears to have prompted the family to seek stronger legal representation. Okay, we call upon legal minds in Zambia to take interest in this particular case and to be open to interviews so that they can be giving us interpretations when it comes to legal matters. For instance, there was a huge debate on social media, different social media platforms, WhatsApp blogs, name them, when the family to the sixth Republican president filed a notice to the court. Others were saying they are appealing, others were saying they are not appealing. It's a notice that has been filed to the court, and the court will decide whether to admit this notice, then they can proceed to appeal. So we need legal minds in the country to help us on this particular matter. The country needs to be kept abreast with these particular matters. However, we'll be crossing over obviously at 10 hours when the matter, when the court sits to look at this particular file of notice that has been taken to the to court. And we have been told that according to Kalemba, we can have that image on the screen. According to Kalemba, in a bid to block the order to repatriate the remains of former President Edgar Lungu back to Zambia, his family has initiated another appeal process in the Constitutional Court of South Africa. In the meantime, the High Court matter has been adjourned to Monday, meaning today. Now, that was on Kalemba on Friday. As you know, Kalemba is also a credible source, just like Camnet TV. So today, we are yet to hear the matter that was adjourned by the High Court. This is an application filed, a notice of application that was filed to the High Court. However, on the flip side, the family has initiated another appeal process in the Constitutional Court of South Africa. So the questions are being asked: will the Constitution what measures are the is the Constitutional Court going to take in this matter? Because it has been taken to the Constitutional Court. So we await to see what will happen in this particular matter. Stay tuned to Camnet TV. We'll be bringing you that live feed, obviously, and we'll be doing a breakdown too, a build-up to the case. Okay. So on the other side, we missed this particular call, but please do come through and let's hear what you have to say. Subic News, SABC News also reported that the family of the late former Zambian president Edgar Lungu have turned to the Constitutional Court in an urgent bid to appeal the North Gauteng High Court judgment that found that the Zambian government is entitled to repatriate Lungu's remains for the purposes of a state funeral and burial. So that was according to SABC News. They also reported on this particular matter. So the family is also seeking constitutional interpretation regarding this particular matter, like you can see on your TV screen there. So this matter will continue in court, and we await to see the outcome that will come out today. And obviously moving forward, we await to see the interpretation that will come out from the Constitutional Court as well. So do stay tuned and glued to Camnet TV. As you know, we'll be bringing you that live feed, and we'll be expecting your comments regarding this particular matter. Okay, but for now we need to go. Thank you so much for having been with us this particular morning. Join us at exactly 9:30 as we go live during the build-up to the court session in South Africa this particular morning, that will be taking place between the late 6th Republican President's family and government, as we hear what the court will have to say regarding the notice that was filed to seeking the family to appeal the decision that was made by the Pretoria High Court regarding the repatriation of the remains of the 6th Republican President. Until then, we'll see you when you see us. I have been your host, Tapelo. Joe Smarter is my name. On behalf of my director upstairs, Mr. Lesa, it's bye-bye for now. We'll see you soon.